So, Lazarus effect. It's the Lucy of horror movies. A little bit.
Maybe.
If using only 10% of your brain is like too boring for you, how would just use 10% of your brain at a time?
I don't know. I felt like that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
They could have just been like, she's just using a bunch of her brain all at once. Normally, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
It's sort of the same.
Thing.
Yeah. It's the same thing as Lucy. It ends just as abruptly and as short.
I feel like they're not using that as much of a crutch as Lucy did.
Yeah.
They're just like, this is what we think this is.
If you had to
we
explain
could be wrong because it does seem like she has a demon.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Like, I was hoping she, like, at the end of the movie, she'd raise like an army of like attack dogs.
Oh, she's just gonna raid an army of attack humans.
I guess. That was fun.
I guess. I don't know. I think it's more fun.
The movie's alright.
I thought the dog was gonna be her bitch.
Yeah.
Not her kill it.
I thought it'd be like, there's a movie now out with Ryan Reynolds where like he's crazy, so he hears like voices from like his cat and his dog, and the cat's like, kill the humans, and the dog's like, no, don't do
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. I was hoping it would be something like this too, but no, the dog is sort of, he growls very loudly like twice, and then he opens the fridge, and then he looks over Olivia Wilde while she's sleeping.
I thought he was gonna be the thing that kills Olivia Wilde.
I guess.
And they were gonna have to bring her back because the dog killed her.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I knew from the trailer like she was gonna die from the electricity. I knew that from the.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
thought it was ironic that it was her ring. That made me laugh.
I love it. Like, she's a scientist, but she doesn't use gloves like
They
anytime.
don't use gloves, lab coats. They're messing with super dangerous chemicals.
The other question is, what kind of? I know they're doing this like this whole experiment like undercover, I guess. But like, how would you get funding to do this kind of science experiment from a Christian college?
Yeah.
I just thought you wouldn't do science, period.
Yeah, I don't see why they would have lab.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it was for
coma patients.
Coma patients. No, it's not.
it like sort of grew from that. It spun from that.
No.
And he's like, a lot of things happen by accident. Penicillin, Coke.
Are you saying this was an accident?
Definitely.
Yeah, let's go with accident.
Yeah. Happy accident.
I kind of thought Big Pharma would come in at the end and try to kill everyone.
Yeah.
Like, like a clean sweep.
I feel like that whole setup, because, like, okay, the only reason because, like, around, like, the 20-minute mark, I guess, when they get the experiment to work on the dog, Big Pharma basically, like, they take control of all the research.
They're like, whoop, it worked! Let's go make immortal us.
Yeah. It's like, that's a really complicated setup to just, like, you could just have it, like, a more traditional mad scientist thing.
I don't know. I think it's fair, though.
It'll make like the characters more, I guess, defined.
I don't know. I think this makes it seem more realistic because Big Pharma is a dick.
It is a dick. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, this is something they would totally do.
But for a horror movie, I don't know. You could have a simpler setup.
You can definitely.
You already have a setup of like you bring back from the dead. Okay, that's using science.
And Donald Glover's not supposed to die first.
Black guy died first.
One job. Movie.
This is a horror movie where like only 4 people die.
No one dies.
Oh. But this plays like every horror cliche in the book. This is like the movie that Cabin in the Woods, or that season 2 episode of Community was making fun of.
God, I love Cabin in the Woods.
It's like, oh, like now every stoner character is also like the genius.
No.
Who like suspects everything.
And the virgin, innocent one will be the last to die or live.
Yeah.
As long as she suffered.
Or responsible for like the end of the world.
Yeah. God, that was a great movie.
And it's very low budget. It's literally only like the one laboratory, and they only go through like 2 rooms.
They do. Olivia Wilde's still pretty hot at the end.
Olivia Wilde is good in it.
She's good at it.
She is very good.
I felt like the demon yelling was unnecessary.
Yeah.
They needed more pleasant music during very disturbing scenes.
Yeah.
I always feel like that's underused.
Yeah.
Like, have super nice music going on while this dude's getting crushed.
Kingsman did it.
Yeah, the 60s music while everyone's dying.
Exactly.
People need to do that more.
It's good.
Happy music while horrible things happen. That's always the best. Like in Helix, like when in the early Helix episodes, how it would be like, oh, there's a zombie. Happy music.
Honestly, there's that
I
much.
love that.
Yeah.
That's like why I loved Helix, because it would have horrible, fucked up things going on to really nice music,
Yeah.
really happy, joyful music, and then someone would be getting their face ripped off.
Yeah, but in this movie, this comes across as a cliche.
Yeah.
And a bunch of cliches. Like, there's the one security guard who's just gone.
Who's lazy?
Now, granted, like, okay, they're locked in the place and they can't connect anything because of the devil. Or because no one's there, or they're not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there's no shame in you leaving, like, the document girl. It's like, I know. Closes her only way out.
God, what an idiot. She needs her, way out.
Yeah. And Mark Duplass, like,
woods.
if you just made, like, a more mad scientist thing, than rather have this whole, like, thing with Big Pharma, that would make him a more, like, interesting character. Or at least more defined as, like, unlikable.
I dig the Big Pharma.
Did you? Okay. I just felt that made it really, like...
Well, I was hoping there was going to be more payoff with
Yeah.
the Big Pharma stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they see all this horrible crap going on, and they're told that they have a feed directly to it.
Yeah.
So someone should be watching and be like, whoa, guys, shit's going down.
This is like, let's let them sit there.
Let's not use this Lazarus stuff. All right. Because they have a direct feed to everything that's happening.
Yeah.
And they don't
And
really
then
do
this
anything
dummy
about
account.
that.
It's just like, oh, that explains the ending of
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
But, like, no other big implications.
This explains all this extra stuff that was kind of unnecessary.
And Olivia Wilde being Christian, that makes no sense.
Yeah, no.
One, based on her position and based on what she did, like,
Her
to do it.
position, their research,
Yeah, why, like, what she did.
her burning everyone alive.
Yeah.
I love that part.
It's an accident, but...
That part was great. That part made me like that character a little more.
Yeah. And the movie's not even...
So, oh, what do you have in your hands? Because I thought it was going to be a key the whole time. Like, she locked him in. It was the matches. I was like, good on you, girl.
And the movie's not even all that scary. It's not even a horror movie for, like, half of it. Or at least, like, a good, like, half hour.
It's a science movie for half
And
of
when
it.
the movie is, like, 80 minutes... Only, like, 80 minutes long, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
It's
it could have done more scary.
It's not scary, as just, like, slightly creepy.
It could have done with some more unsettling.
Yeah.
I feel like it needed more unsettling.
Yeah.
Like, she needed to do more creepy stuff. Less, I'm on the ceiling, jerking you around for no reason.
I'm moving a pen a little bit. And I'm, like, flickering lights
Yeah.
because...
The flickering lights is a sign of dark matter,
I guess, okay.
according to Constantine. Yeah.
That's all we have to say about that movie, honestly.
I didn't mind it, it was right.
Yeah. It's not scary, but at least it's not, like, Ouija level of completely, like, of no originality.
Mm-hmm.
This at least has a few good ideas. And
The opening credits are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
I know, it's too fancy for this movie.
Yeah, I dig it.
Okay, but that's about it. I guess. Fuck.
That's where the budget was blown. That opening sequence.
It's only like, yeah, but